Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On the run, Dunbar. And right away, he lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Now, that's a rare sight indeed, but one that their fans hope that they'll see much more of in 2017. A takeaway.
Yeah, only 3 fumbles recovered last year, tied for fewest in the National Football League. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Kaiser. Coleman has it here right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, off goes Kaiser. On comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Play clock winding down. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To go here on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go!
They go play action. Kaiser. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Well, they'll go with a wide receiver run here. It's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's the first carry for Matt Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
We always look for breakout seasons, and Jack Doyle had one in 2016. 59 catches. What? He didn't even have that in the previous 3 seasons.
No, previous 3, 35 combined. But he was stuck behind Kobe Fleener for a while. He went to New York. Here's Luck now on second down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's Jabril Peppers, the rookie from Michigan. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Play action now. Kaiser. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
They'll run it now with Dunbar. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, here's Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got Moncrief. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to leap. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Luck now to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Led the NFL with 1,448 yards in 2016. The first Colt to do so since Reggie Wayne in 2007. How about this guy? He's been something.
Yeah, 4 straight years now over 1,000 and 3 straight Pro Bowls for T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, what I love about him, inside, outside, he can work it all.
Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 23. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll be a 2nd and long. So there you go. Sack number 1 in the career of the number 1 pick, Myles Garrett.
Oh, I can't wait to see how he continues to adapt in the NFL. We know he's got speed. We know he's got length. What kind of change-ups and counters is he going to have to deal with those NFL offensive tackles?
Going deep for Moncrief. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. From the gun, here's Luck. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
A shotgun snap for Luck, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. They keep it with Crowell on first. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Crowell. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Johnson, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the catch made by Hilton. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Luck. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, it's Luck. Wright's got it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Lance Dunbar, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So they're going to go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. On 2nd down, Johnson twisting away. Good move by Duke. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play fake. Kaiser. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Kaiser showing what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
This is Crowell. Room here to run. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. Now a first down throw. Luck completes it to Moncrief, left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Dunbar. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run again here with Dunbar. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Luck. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st down, Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 2nd and 10, Luck again. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter, and the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for the Browns. 62 yards. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. Powers through it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. Win. It's another thing to win and put up the